Kitchen 143. I am your host, Michelle Aventajado, and tonight we are out and about in Santa Rosa. Thanks for joining me on this Tuesday evening. Many of you may know the Lumpia Queen from her fun and engaging content on TikTok that has provided kitchen inspiration for kitchen lovers all around the world. Abi Marquez has more than 700,000 followers on YouTube, 800,000 followers on Instagram, 1.2 million followers on Facebook, and 3 million followers on TikTok. And yes, tonight she has allowed us to invade her kitchen studio and spend some time with her. As always, we're live on the Rappler YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages. You can also find us on Momma in Manila Facebook page as well. And we are here. Hi, Abi.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. You're always welcome.
And letting us invade your kitchen. So, how did you get your start in the kitchen? I mean, we know that TikTok started for you. You blew up with s'mores lumpia.
Yeah.
Okay. But before that, I mean, the origins. If we're going to go back to Abi as a girl, how was it in your house, in the kitchen? What was kitchen culture growing up in your home?
Kitchen culture. I grew up watching my mother cook the family meal. And then, I remember as early as 4 years old, I liked to switch the TV channel from Nickelodeon or Disney to Food Network.
Wow, so as young as 4.
Yeah, I really enjoy
That's
watching people cook.
And what would you watch back then?
Barefoot Contessa.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
Giada De Laurentiis,
Yes.
Bobby Flay. So that was
all the Food Network, the Food
Yes.
TV chefs and stars.
Yes. And
Awesome.
when my mother would cook, I would watch her. And then, siguro, mga 10 years old, 12 years old, doon ako nagkaroon ng courage talaga maging active in the kitchen.
Try it.
Yeah, but I started with baking.
Okay, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
baking. I feel like a lot of people start
I feel like that's how a lot of kids start.
Yes.
Right? If it's not prepping or chopping the vegetables or doing different things for mom or tita or whoever that we're cooking with or lola, when we venture out on our own, I feel like we want to try the sweets. I tried cookies first.
Cookies,
Yeah.
red velvet cake, which I failed.
Well, when we were younger. I'm sure, I
Yes.
mean, that's what I love about your content too. And for those of you that are watching, if you don't follow Abigail already, Abigail F. Marquez, you're living under a rock. You need to be following Abi for her straight up content that you believe that you can share your mistakes the same way I do.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, that's real stuff. Keeping it real and keeping it authentic.
Yeah, very refreshing then. Like, in the time right now na a lot of shows really try to make it very proper.
Right.
It's kind of refreshing when I watch someone like be authentic in the kitchen.
And they're like, oops.
Yes, like Judy Ann, nagkaroon siya ng YouTube channel and when she would joke around na pagbukas yun ng boiling water, bigyan niyo, wala nangyari. Or pagka nag-grind siya ng pepper, tapos tumapon yung pepper. Parang, to me, that is...
Well, that's keeping it real.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like if you're a real cook or a real chef,
Ganun
then
talaga yung nangyayari.
right?
Yes.
And mistakes happen. We can always actually, part of what I like and what you do too is you can also, you share how to fix it or how to remedy it.
Yes.
Right? Okay. What are we making today?
Today, we're making a classic lumpia.
Of
Syempre,
course.
And actually, I haven't done the classic lumpia in my TikTok videos. They would always be an
You
experiment.
haven't?
Yes.
Okay, so this is something new.
Exclusive on Kitchen
140 Kitchen, I love you.
Yeah, so okay, we have here the ingredients for the filling.
Okay.
So, yan. Ganyan po. Catch that. Ganyan po ang magluto sa totoong buhay.
That's right.
So, we have here ingredients for the filling. This is ground pork.
Okay.
And vegetables. So, carrots, red onions, bawang, and kinchay. You can also use celery leaves, coriander, something aromatic, herby that you can put the color green kasi very refreshing with the ground pork. And we're using flour for the binder. Yes.
Okay. Is this the recipe that your mom would use?
Actually, parang hindi kami masyadong gumagawa ng filling from scratch because, di ko alam kung lahat may ganito, pero sa palengke here in Cabuyao, may nagbebenta na ng pre-made
So all you have to do
filling.
is pick it up and
Yeah.
roll.
Pre-made pork, pre-made chicken. We love the chicken filling, pero the title, I had to learn. Ayan. So, this is yung basic naman na filling people use.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have lumpia wrappers. Ayan. So,
Straight
the
up.
filling, pagaluin lang natin sila lahat.
Okay.
Michelle, can you do the honor?
Sure. What do you want to start with? Does it matter the order?
Nope.
All right.
Anything.
So we're going to put in our garlic.
Yeah.
Maybe I need one of those little spoons or something. Or I can use something here. All right.
Yeah. So ito, pwede mong i-mince by hand to practice your knife skills. Or you can use a food processor. Food processor.
To chop.
Yeah, to chop everything.
Of course,
except
that
the greens.
makes things easier.
Yeah. Especially kung gagawin mo siya for handaans. Like last week, we had to make a batch of 3 kilos. Sobrang dami nun. Yeah, 3
That's
carrots.
rolling for hours.
Just go for a food processor. Or grater. Grater pwede. Yes.
So my mom's recipe, she would put some shrimp in, and she would also put water chestnuts
Yes.
for like crunch.
You can do that also. So, kanya-kanya namang recipe yan.
Oops.
Actually, you can use other kinds of protein, like ground beef, why not? Ground chicken, why not? Other types of veggies, why not?
Why not?
Bubol, you can also put singkamas. So,
Yeah,
to season
singkamas.
this, yes, no? Sarap.
So there's crunch.
Yes. So, to season this, we're gonna keep it basics. So, black pepper and the soy sauce.
Are we going to use some salt here?
Yeah.
I see we have rock.
Yeah, so I have
What do you
3
prefer?
kinds of salt. Finishing salt, which is...
This one.
Yes, that's one.
This is
Flaky
rock.
salt. This is rock salt. And then fine salt.
What do you like for the lumpia?
Fine.
All right.
Because we're fine.
We are.
Yeah. And actually, fun fact, ay hindi ako nagme-measure ng mga bagay.
Well, home cooks.
Home cooks.
Good cooks. Our moms, our lolas, the ones that we learned from, who provide comfort from us. They actually, if you even ask their recipe, they're going to be like, a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah.
So,
Gano'n kadami? Sige, sasabihin ko,
Yeah.
stop na.
yeah.
Gano'n lang. Paano
Right.
kung mag-isa ka, wala na mag-stop, di ba? Pero naging challenge siya sa akin, especially when I started making content. Because people are gonna want to recreate the recipe at home.
So,
Tapos,
how did you do
sabi niya,
that?
gano'n
How did you
kadami.
address it?
To taste. Add carrot to taste.
So everything's-
Add to taste. Add salt to taste. Sorry. Pero we can always estimate, di ba?
Yeah,
so,
of course.
here naman,
Okay.
kuha tayo ng soy sauce.
Toyo.
Yes. And then, actually, ontian ko na lang kasi we already put in salt.
Yes.
And then, we'll just mix this up.
Okay.
Are your hands clean?
I'll let you mix.
My hands are clean.
Your hands are clean. You just wash.
Mag-ano tayo?
You want to wash again? Yeah. We can.
Inisip ko to lang, sige, mag-gloves tayo para mekos-mekos natin to.
But you wouldn't normally use gloves. It's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't normally.
You're being...
Kung
you're
ako
being
yung
so
kakain,
kind. Yeah,
diba?
me too. Well, if I'm cooking for my family, I won't use gloves
Yeah.
either, right? We just wash.
Yes.
Abby's being so polite right now.
Yes.
So you just graduated.
Last year.
Yeah. So still newly graduated.
Yes.
You graduated magna cum laude with
Ay, grabe naman yung flex
wow, right? And you know, not just from any school, but UP with HRM, right? And you imagine, like what I've read up on you. Of course, I had to read up a little, right? You actually imagined yourself more on the management side, right?
Yeah.
So how did you know, I know the marshmallow, the s'mores, the chocolate, it was something you didn't expect.
Yes.
But did you imagine yourself at least getting in the kitchen the way, you know, you're in the kitchen every day now,
Yeah.
right? Where was your career path going before s'mores?
Yeah. So, graduating from Actually, I started content creation while in college.
You did.
So really, I started this as a hobby lang. Pero in terms of career, I didn't think it was possible or I didn't think of content creation as an option. Kasi in my course, syempre, yung traditional journey dyan or route is you become a, kasi hotel restaurant management.
Right.
You become a manager.
Right.
The parang yung top most, yung highest position you can ever get are
Like a GM.
like the GM,
Yeah.
no? Or you own
GM
a
or
restaurant.
regional, or, right.
Yeah, or
Was
an
that
entrepreneur.
something that you thought of, owning a restaurant?
Yes. Ang gusto ko talaga mangyari noon is I'll work for a couple of years until I become siguro manager. I understand the industries ins and outs. Tapos after nun,
Climate and learn it.
magbi-business.
Yeah.
Magbi-business. Yun talaga. Pero come fourth year, senior.
So you were still in school
Yes, I was
when you blew up. You were still in school.
Mm-hmm. And it's very interesting yung pag ang tawag na ganun?
The synergistic effect.
Yeah, yung pag-overlap ng school
Yeah.
and ng content creation.
Yeah.
So, fourth year college, ang course namin nun is like practicum.
Okay.
So, meron kaming thesis and practicum. Practicum is for our course kasi.
Internships, like internship?
Internships,
Yeah.
ganon. And I had
put this behind us.
Yes. I had to work for 6 months, I think, in a related career
Right.
or job. Yes.
So what was your internship?
And I planned to work in a donut company.
Okay.
Actually, medyo tinatanggap na sana ako nun.
Okay.
Pero karoon ng delay sa documents.
Okay.
So, it was so delayed na it wasn't possible for me to graduate na kung tuloy ko pa.
No way!
So, I had to resort to things I have done or been doing.
So that it would be credited for the
Yeah,
internship.
para credited na lang siya.
Right.
I won't have to work for 6 months ulit. Or
Right.
3 months, I guess.
And then you won't be delayed.
Yes.
Okay.
So, at that time, I was already doing content creation.
So could you count that? Did that
Yeah.
count?
So, I wrote
Oh
a
my
letter.
gosh!
I wrote a letter
Look at this girl.
to the department head namin.
Yeah.
Sabi ko,
Look what I'm doing.
Yes, look what I'm doing. It's a very unconventional
Internship.
internship or
But-
job, but I'm working with legit brands.
Yeah.
I'm applying the marketing theories we're learning in school, learning all the cooking theories I'm learning in our nutrition courses.
But that must have totally blew that person's, he or she, that you wrote the letter to.
She.
She. Must have blew her mind.
I hope so. Ayoko pangunahan, pero gusto ko tumanan. Yeah, our department head. Yeah, pero I started the letter talaga na this is unconventional. I know this is unconventional, but
Are we gonna wrap?
for that very reason, don't you think this would be a nice addition to like another good learning
Of course.
resource?
I bet she used you as an example.
Ay, di ko alam. Hindi ko kaya sure.
But think about it. I mean, who else can?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure no one else had done it before. Are we gonna
I don't
wrap?
think so.
Let's wrap and
Yes.
talk.
Yes.
So you wrote the letter. Are we going to use this? Tell me what you want to do.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
tell me what you
Yeah.
want to do. So you wrote the letter. She came back and she said, okay.
Yes. So, I literally did practicum or my case studies related to
Shut
content
up.
creation.
You already were thinking outside the box in
Yes.
terms of, were you always like that as a kid?
I think so. I'm very much a nerd in everything I do. And if I would describe myself talaga, I would say I'm the kind of person to always go the extra mile. Actually, one thing you can do pala, balik tayo sa cooking kasi ang dal-dal.
But that's what it's all
Balik tayo
about.
sa cooking. Before we wrap this, one trick you can do, so kung lagi ka rin nagtatansya like me, at gusto mong tikman kung enough na ba yung salt
Right.
levels nito,
Right.
you can
Take a little.
Yeah, take a little, cook some on a pan, and then taste that. Pero, meron palang trick ang lola ni Michelle.
Well, I know I've told you guys about this before. My Nana, who was Italian, right? When she would make her meatballs, she would actually just like take a little bit and taste it, even if it was raw. Now, I know the food industry has changed quite a bit since then. Of course, there are dishes that we have where you can eat raw beef. But of course, this wasn't the case. Like, this was just chopped meat that she would buy from the grocery store.
From the grocery store that's been hanging around there.
Which you should not eat raw. I'm not telling you guys to do that. But Nana would. Like, she would taste the meatballs and see, and then if it was good, she would roll it already.
Yeah. Our lolas are legends talaga.
They are. They are.
Okay.
So your internship, went obviously stellar. You were probably the first student who submitted a request like this. And then, you blew up after marshmallows and chocolate.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't even congratulate you. Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations,
you.
TikTok Foodie of the Year.
Ayun. Yes. Thank you.
Right?
Kala ko congrats sa marshmallow and chocolate.
Well, congrats on that too.
Yeah.
But so she's frying, and we won't roll until we taste it first.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mom cooked. You have siblings.
Yes. I am...
Number 2?
Ano bang English ng pang-ilan ka sa inyong magkakapatid?
Well,
I'm the second place.
You're second place?
I'm the second to the first. Anong English nun?
You're just second.
I'm just second,
You're
to
second.
the first to the last.
Yeah, second.
I'm
So
the second
I refer
child.
to my kids as like 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
So my
I'm
number
number
2.
two.
Yeah, you would be my and actually, guys, Abby could actually be my daughter. because my daughter's just a little older than her, and I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome.
arrange pa ako ng iyong daughters.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah. But still, super cool to stay in the kitchen with, because one of my favorite people to stay in the kitchen with, or my favorite people to stay in the kitchen with, are my kids. So staying in the kitchen is a way that we obviously, or cooking together is an expression of love for us.
Bonding.
Yeah. It really is.
Yun.
It really is.
Same. Pero at some point, minsan, nagkaroon ako ng point na ayoko ng tao sa kitchen.
You just want to do it by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, yan, bumabait-bait na tayo.
Well, thanks for having us. Of course.
Bumabait na tayo.
Of course.
Ayan, masaya naman siyang cooking activity talaga. Especially when I have friends over.
Do they ask you to cook all the time?
Yes.
Are they like, hey, you cook?
Automatic yun. Lalo pag may bonding
Abby,
or may
it's
handaan.
your turn.
Ako yung caterer.
Shucks.
Yan. So we have cook filling here. Tikman natin yan.
All right. So this is your studio, but it's modeled after. It's very similar. So I don't know if you guys noticed or not. I mean, I didn't notice, and I actually was kind of confused when I first met Abby earlier. I was asking, I said, the kitchen really looks the same. Is this the kitchen you grew up cooking in? Mm-hmm. Tell us, when you decided to move out and create the studio, because you were actually creating content full time. Are we good on the flavor?
Yeah. So,
perfect.
Nag-start yan sa realization na medyo nahihirapan ako mag-shoot ng videos ko in my parents' house. Because I live with my parents.
Yeah.
And I always had to shoot sa window time, either after our lunch and between dinner. Kasi gagamitin na yung kitchen para magluluto natin.
Because mom is cooking for the whole family.
Mm-hmm. Or after dinner, so lagi akong shoot late at night.
Right, so when everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, so sabi ko, delikado yun baka bumaba na yung lifespan ko.
Because you're not getting sleep.
Yeah, lagi akong puyat, nagsishoot.
Yeah.
And I could only shoot so much with that
window.
Time restraints. So,
we're making them small.
Yeah. So, actually, to
yeah, let's show this. What are we doing here?
So we have 2 methods for wrapping. I'm gonna show you 2 methods at least. Ito yung not traditional, sorry, scratch that, don't cancel me. Ito yung usual.
Are you worried about getting canceled?
Yeah, I think so.
Cancel culture is real. People they can be so brutal, no?
Yes. Medyo scared, pero
but you're
I just try
authentic.
to be authentic
Yeah.
and not stepping on anyone.
Yeah. Because you don't have to, though. But that's not
Yeah.
like, that wouldn't be the way to do it anyway. Wait, I took a
Sorry,
lot
hindi
more.
na kita.
Yeah, I took a lot more than you did.
Okay lang
Okay,
yun. Swerte
yeah.
yung makakuha niya. So, you wrap it one time like
Yeah.
this. Yeah, another one. And then, you flip the sides like this. Fold pala. Sorry, ang English ko is not English
That's
today.
okay. You can totally speak Tagalog. I'm
Okay,
good with that.
ganyan.
Mine is definitely bigger.
Okay lang yan.
It's okay?
Yes.
All right.
That's the queen lumpia piece.
The queen.
Then,
So that's the princess.
yes. Ito yung anak. Then, fold it all the way until meron pang onting natitirang wrapper.
Yeah.
And then, actually, I made here a mixture of flour, cornstarch, and water as opposed to just using water to seal the lumpia. Ito yung trick ko for the times na nag-dry out na yung lumpia wrapper.
Because
Tapos,
we're chatting too much.
yes. At di na kinakaya ng tubig. Make a paste out of flour, cornstarch, and water, and it sticks so
It
easily.
sticks much
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully. I hope it doesn't unroll. I always feel so bad when it unrolls.
It's like us.
Taller.
It's like us. Okay.
So we can roll some more.
We'll just put the,
Put the-
finished lumpias here.
So,
And then,
well, I forgot what we were saying. We were talking about the
the kitchen!
The kitchen, yeah, because it's like the kitchen that you're gonna do two. You're gonna
Yeah.
show off now. Can I stick with my one and do this?
Okay, let's stick with the
you show
first
them.
method
You
first.
show them how to do that.
Oh, sige. So before
'Cause that's
answering
what we
that
did
question,
earlier.
thank you for that amazing, wonderful question, Michelle.
Yeah, the one that I
Before
forgot.
Before that, I'll
The
show you
kitchen.
method 2.
Okay.
So ito naman, good siya for handaan kasi you're gonna make a lot more in, I think, a shorter amount of time. So you overlap lumpia wrappers like this.
Two.
Yes.
So this is two, but earlier Abby was saying how she can do four.
Yeah.
Four across.
Kung
You need a
ano yung
bigger
kaya
board.
ng chopping board mo.
You
Yeah.
need a bigger board.
Yes. So now, ito 2 lang.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some filling in there.
All the way.
Yung method na to, good siya for thick lumpia. So, minsan kasi yung style ng lumpia ng ibang tao is manipis lang yung filling sa loob.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I want it to be
thick.
full.
Kaya
and
ganito yung
crunchy.
lumpia.
I mean, it's so big.
So, ito naman, kung medyo generous ka, yan, Michelle style. Ganyan. You fold the sides para clean siya. Then you fill it up with your filling. And then, fold it like this. So, parang kang gagawa ng isang
So now you
mahabang
have
log.
an extra long
Yes.
lumpia Shanghai.
Actually, pwede mo itong prito ng ganito.
If you have a big enough pan,
Pan,
you need a big
yes.
enough frying pan for that.
Yes.
So out of the kitchen and into the fryer. Wait, so you were talking about moving out because how hard? And I have to actually say as well, cooking or shooting in a kitchen that actually is a working kitchen is virtually impossible. Right?
Yes.
Because if you have family members coming in and out, and maybe they want a meal, you'll have people like
Yes.
coming behind you and doing all
Yeah,
sorts
and you
of
can't
different
tell
things.
them to, huwag ka nang pumunta dito. You can't tell your dad na, pwede ka muna magkape kasi nag-shoot ako. Because that's their house, that's their kitchen.
So you decided to open a kitchen studio.
Yeah, and another thing is, kunyari, ganito, may shoot tayo, people are gonna come over.
Right.
And those people are, practically strangers.
And you don't want them in your house.
Yeah, I don't want
Right.
people coming in our home.
Private
Yeah,
space.
private space. So, gusto ko na rin talaga magkaroon ng separation yung personal home kitchen versus actual workspace. Yes, that's it.
And that probably makes it also, I mean, aside from being more productive, I mean, you go to work, you work, and then
Yes.
when you're home and you're relaxing with the family.
Yeah, may separation.
Yeah.
work and life balance.
So
Pero,
hard
hindi na ako
nowadays.
Yes.
That's so hard.
So, yun yung naging problem ko, bakit ako na-urge maghanap ng separate studio or space. And yung mentality ko actually when looking for my own space is, I've made so many videos na ang background ko ay wooden, very approachable. It's like grandma's house.
It feels like home.
Yeah, it feels like home because I am a
Yeah.
home cook. I do dishes that you can make at home.
You do it, yes.
Yeah, yes. So, ayoko malus. Yun yung branding ko.
Yeah.
Ayoko mawala yung feeling na yon in my future videos. So, nung naghanap ako ng space, ang kailangan ko lang makita is kamukha to ng bahay namin.
Yeah.
Pero, ang hirap niyang gawin. So, ang ginawa ko, I found the closest possible option, which was this house. And previously, this was a black kitchen. Black na...
Very modern.
Yeah, very modern yung house na to. Pero, the structure na merong island where I can prep my food.
Right.
And then, nandito yung, tawag dito?
Hood.
Exhaust fan. yung
Exhaust,
hood.
yeah, the hood.
And then, symmetrical siyang ganyan. Sabi ko, yes, this
It
looks
works.
like my house. But I need to,
So that was a prereq.
yeah, but I need to renovate it. So, from black, naging wooden boards, which, thanks to my father, was
Hi, Dad!
possible. Yeah, so actually, my father makes modular kitchen cabinets. And actually, he really likes to, apart from the fact na he really wants to help out.
He's so supportive. Your
Yeah,
parents are
very
supportive.
Gusto niya rin kasing nakikita na, this is my artwork.
Thanks, Dad.
Yes. So, super supportive naman niya. I really wanted to have a very specific, for example, color or tint ng wood. Talagang papakinggan niya. In-explain ko sa kanya na, pag tinutok mo yung camera dito, medyo greenish yan tignan. It's gonna ruin my skin tone. It's gonna ruin this, ganyan-ganyan.
Of course, the ultimate content
Yes.
creator has to think about stuff like that.
Yes. So, yun yung kitchen journey ko. And now, it's a fully functional kitchen studio. It's a house, pero I got what I want. This is it.
You did. And,
Yes.
you know, I think that's part of what, like you said earlier, makes your content so relatable. I love watching it. My kids love watching you. I think I can't remember who I was talking to earlier, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be hanging out with Abby in her kitchen later tonight. And they're like, oh, I know her. And I was surprised. He was older. I can't remember who it was that I was talking to. I'm like, oh, yes, Aljor. Hi, Aljor.
Brenica?
He's
Brenica?
No, no.
Akala ko naman.
Aljor Pereiras. So Aljor, I was telling him, yeah, I'm going to go shoot with Abby. He goes, yeah, I watched. I was surprised that he knew you. Not because I didn't think he didn't cook, but I think your content spans generations. And I think that's part of, I guess, the beauty in what you do and what you
Yes.
offer
Yes.
your followers. So speaking of followers, I'm going to try 2 now. I tried 2 earlier, and I needed to
Yes.
phone. I needed to phone a friend. Her name was Abby.
Ito yung method too.
Yeah, I will try it. Okay. So speaking of followers, when was the first time that you realized, like, oh shit, people know me? Like, people know me. They're approaching me. They're like, Abby! Like, when I met you, I'm like, I feel like I know you,
Oh.
right? When that happened, how did you feel? And, like, where were you? What was, like, give us the lowdown. What happened that time?
To be honest, I don't think, like, if you'd ask me, do you think I think the original question is, how did you know
You were
that you're
famous? Oh,
Yeah,
I was going to
yun,
get
yun,
there.
diba? Akala ko na,
I was going to get there.
paraphrase mo na yung tanong eh. So, ibang
but-
question mo
yeah, it's okay. You can answer that one
Yeah.
too.
So,
Do you think you're famous?
actually, no. I don't think I am famous.
Okay.
But, I
So
think...
humble. You are so famous.
Really
There are people,
big.
yes, the Lumpia Queen.
I don't think I am famous, pero it's just that food is very universal.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can relate to food. So, ano mang generation yan, bata man yan, or matanda, mahilig ka man magluto or hindi, ang daming nagko-comment na hindi naman ako nagluluto, pero pinapanood ko siya. I think it's just content na very friendly to all. And kahit saan kang place pumunta, you'll always find someone who likes food and probably knows you.
It is a lovely, yeah, okay.
Yes.
I get it, okay. So the
Pero-
first time someone recognized you,
First time someone recognized. I think
you're
someone.
so humble, but
I
okay,
think
you were in the
someone.
mall.
Yeah, and then someone approached me. Actually, mapapansin mo yun eh. Kunyari, may mga kasalubong ka, tas... Kaya ganon. Weird feeling yun sa...
You know, and you're like, oh no.
Kaya parang, ala, bakit siya nakatingin sa akin? Weird siya nung una. Well, oo, weird talaga siya. Actually, hanggang ngayon, kasi hindi ko mag-gets. Like, ano ba yung, bakit mo ako tinitingnan? Parang hindi ko ma-accept na...
That they actually know you.
Yeah, parang weird. Kasi nanggaling lang naman ako sa, you know, I'm just a nobody.
You're just the cook who
Yeah,
likes
just
to
a cook.
share recipes.
And hindi ko in-expect na aabot sa ganun. So, I really appreciate pagka may nakakakilala sa akin and nagpapapicture sila sa akin.
Of
Natutuwa
course,
ako
that's
kasi-
fun, no?
Kasi, yeah. Kasi, you know, na-appreciate nila yung work ko. And I do make the videos for other people to enjoy them
Right.
and learn from them. So, pag may nakakilala sa akin, all these are people who also like food. These are my
Yes,
people.
they're
Oh,
your
yeah.
people,
Nice.
kitchen people. They
Yes.
love spending time in the kitchen like you.
Yes.
Guys, 2 rappers is no joke.
Super generous talaga sa feeling ko.
I think I have a pattern there that
Yes.
I'm too generous with the
Okay lang yan,
filling.
kasi
All right, let's try it.
Kaya
I'll
makain
roll
yan.
with it. I'll try. So, you know, of course, you don't want to be self-proclaimed, right? But like the kids, I will tell you, there are kids who don't close up on my fingers because this lumpia is so sad.
maganda naman.
I'm trying so hard.
Diba? Maganda naman.
It's like the pressure with the lumpia queen. And I'm going so slow. Look how many she's rolled while I'm just rolling one. Wait, so obviously there are kids, right? There are kids who follow you. There are kids who live so much on social media
Yep.
and they're like, I want to be TikTok famous, right?
Kids
What's
right now, YouTubers,
yeah,
diba?
they want to be YouTubers or they want to be TikTok famous. My 12-year-old actually she thinks she is famous.
Baka naman famous. Anong parang username?
She thinks she is famous, and that's because, you know, we'll be in a restaurant or we'll be somewhere, and then of course she's a little mischievous and a little bit magulo. So sometimes I'm like, Jelly, 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 come here, Jelly, Jelly, Jelly. And then the people in the restaurant are like, oh, hi, Jelly. She looks, you know me? You follow me on Instagram? And of course, it's because they hear me, Jelly, Jelly, sit down, Jelly, Jelly, come here, Jelly.
Okay.
She is.
Jelly.
Yeah.
Maniwala. You're famous. Don't listen to your mother
You're famous
if you're watching
in my
this.
eyes too, baby. You are famous in my eyes. Look, at least this one is like nice and round. So, what's your advice, you know, to kids maybe who want to venture into content creation? Where do they start? What
Kids
do they
start.
do? I mean,
Anyone.
not necessarily kids, like not kids like my daughter's age, right? Because
Okay.
they're not even old enough to be
Yeah.
on those
Yeah.
platforms, right? So, I guess younger than you and I, right? What would be the advice you give them in starting their accounts or their profiles? Because you're very clear on even the kitchen and what you wanted it to look like.
Yeah.
And the type of content you wanted to share. You know, you've stayed true.
Yes.
So what,
Yeah.
you know, besides obviously being old enough to get on the platforms, what would you share with them?
Yeah, so going back to that wanting to be yourself or being
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I think that's the number one tip I would give to anyone who wants to start in the platform is to just be yourself. Kasi this industry is so competitive. Like, ang dami nyo na, for example, in the food niche,
Yeah.
dami namin, like, thousands, hundreds of food creators. But you have to find a way to stand out. And I think the easiest way to do that is be yourself.
Because there's
Yeah.
no one
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
I tell my
there's
kids
no one
that all
like
the time.
you. Yes. So, kung lahat kayo gagawa ng fried chicken, di ba pwede sila bawa? Ako lang gagawa ng fried chicken. Ako lang gagawa ng lumpia, di ba?
Wait, we were talking about chicken too.
How do you stand out? Just be yourself.
Right.
Strategize your content na unique to sa akin. Yeah. You have to think about that. What makes you unique? Your video unique. So, that's kind of on the branding side eh. So, you have to think of your personal brand also. What do you want to be known for? Ganon. Gusto mo bang maging educational? Gusto mo bang maging more on the treatment side, fast-paced ASMR
Right.
cooking creator? Or gusto mo bang hindi ka nagpapakita ng face? Mga ganun bagay. You have to
Gamer.
think of
Yeah.
what
What it is.
Yeah, what it is. Paano mo na-imagine yung videos na ikaw yon. Then, more on the technical side na choose the platform
Right.
and look at what other people are doing.
Do you? Do you study what they're doing to follow trends?
Yes.
Or do you do what you do and you're like, this is me, I want to do this? I mean,
Yes.
aside from obviously being the lumpia queen, this is your, let's try it.
Yeah.
Do
When
you-
you're... Sorry.
Yeah, go.
When you're starting kasi, I feel like wala ka ding... Hindi ka pa expert about it eh. You want to be experimental, but you also want to do things that work.
Okay.
So, I would advise for people who are starting, try to watch what successful creators are already doing.
Yeah.
And learn, bakit ba to successful, yung video na to? What makes this good? And try to implement that in your content. Pero, I mean, hindi naman sa manggaya ka, but try to get inspiration. What are they doing that works? And marami ding mga times na you can add a twist to that concept and make it your own. So, for example, sumisikat yung mga, sabihin natin, ASMR grocery shopping videos
Okay.
abroad. And wala pang gumagawa nun sa Pilipinas.
Wow, I
You can
never
do-
even knew people do that.
Yeah, you can do it here, and then it's a formula that works internationally. Why wouldn't it work here?
Right.
Ganun.
I
So,
love going to the
inspiration.
grocery.
Ako din. Happy
Right?
place ko yun.
Do you like go up and down the aisles? Like,
Yes.
you take your time,
Yes.
no?
Ang ano ko pa nga dyan, pupunta ako sa grocery, may list ako.
Yeah.
Hindi ko siya titignan pag nandun ako. Pagdating ko doon, iikutin ko yung buong grocery na of my mind lang
Yeah.
kung anong kailangan kong bilhin.
Yeah.
And then, pagkatapos ko nang malipot yung grocery, tinitingnan ko yung list ko kung nakuha ko ba lahat. Parang siyang game. Ganon.
So you play this game with yourself.
Yes.
Actually, my mom goes to the grocery with a list, and then she doesn't come home with anything on the list sometimes.
What?
She'll have like all these other things, and of course they're all good. And then we'll have to go out one more time because we might have forgotten one or two things. I'm like that too, though. I think that's a mom brain. I think that's like when you have, well, when you have kids and you're like balancing all of these different things, there are so many times where you're like, oh, shucks, I forgot this. When it
ganun
comes
lang by default.
when it comes to cooking and you're
Yeah.
not creating content, are you let's see what's in the fridge and kind of
Yeah.
bring something out?
Yeah, definitely. Lalo na yung mga times na, kunyari, pagod na yung mother ko, paglulutuin niya ako na, Abi, ikaw naman magluto ng dinner.
Aw.
Tapos pagtingin ko sa rep, kalamansi at yelo lang yung laman. Ganon. Yung mga ganong times, so you really have to be creative. Like, check mo ano ba yung mga...
Most creative dish you made for your mom.
Yeah, so para siyang TV show, di ba? So, nasanay
What's in
naman
my
ako sa
fridge?
ganon. Oo. Nasanay naman ako sa ganon. And then maybe bili ka na lang ng pangdagdag.
Yeah, one or two.
Yeah, kasi mahirap din. Actually, ngayon, mas maganda kasi pagka fresh yung ingredients, di ba? So, pagka nag-iisip ako ng iluluto, gusto ko, bibilin ko pa lang siya.
Okay, I think we have rolled a ton.
Yes.
We can fry. I want to wash my hands. because I also, so while I'm washing, I hope I can reach, we can also talk about getting in the kitchen with your sibs, because I've seen some of your content where you do have your sibs in the kitchen. Do they all like to cook like you do?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Walang ano sa amin, yung as passionate about cooking as me. I think ako na yung pinaka-most
But they like to
passionate.
eat.
But they like to eat what I cook, boo. So, iba-iba
Bam.
ng hilig yung mga tao. So,
But it's so nice to cook for someone who loves your
Yeah.
cooking.
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
diba?
And sila talaga yung mga una kong taste testers. Pagka
Always.
may new recipe ako, or before, when I made my cooking videos at home, sila yung taga-kain.
Yeah.
And sila yung taga-ubos. Kasi araw-araw akong magluluto di ba? So,
So do you create content every day?
right now, nakukuha ko na yung efficiency na kaya makapag-shoot ng multiple videos
In one day.
in a day, yes. Pero kung everyday mag-shoot, hindi rin. Nasa schedule namin siya kasi apart from cooking videos, I also do on-ground events.
Nice.
So, kinakailangan na namin siyang...
Which do you like more?
Yeah.
Being with everyone or creating the videos? Because it's hard when you go out, especially after, after the pandemic and just going out. Sometimes feels like, oh, is it going to be on Zoom or is it going to be
Yes.
like,
Yes.
there are times for me, right? It's just like, can we meet on Zoom? I'll be in my yoga pants down below and I'll have my work shirt on top.
Nangyari na
Yeah.
sa akin yan.
Diba?
Pero ako, siguro, ang tamang balance sa akin is siguro 90% of the time sana I'm making videos. Kasi this is what I really love doing.
love doing
Yes. And I also love meeting people. Pero, hinggil sa kaalaman. Tama ba?
Oh my
Tama
gosh,
ba?
that's so deep. What are you doing to me?
Ano yun?
I can't even say it.
Contrary to popular belief.
Okay.
Contrary
that is
to popular
so
belief.
much easier. I like that one. Thank you. Because there's no way I could have said hinggil
Sa kaalaman ng iba.
kaalaman na kaiba.
Huwag mo nang subukan. Hindi ko rin alam. Hindi ko sure eh. So, contrary to popular belief,
I get it.
I'm kind of introverted. I'm introverted as a person.
So when you do all this and then afterwards, are you like, I'm tired? See,
Lingid!
we had to phone a friend, and it's
Yeah,
okay.
lingid.
Guys,
Kaalaman ng iba.
don't be ashamed if you have to phone a friend.
Yes.
There is no shame in that game. All right.
Ginagawa niya lang na excuse yung sarili niya kasi pinix ko yung lumpia niya kanina eh.
No shame.
Okay.
All right.
So,
we're gonna.
Fry.
Yes,
actually.
we're ready. Do you want me to cover those again?
Cover?
The tray is
This?
here.
This?
No, the other. We can pull those
Okay,
out.
okay.
So,
Ayan.
yeah.
So, ito palang tip. If you have lumpia wrap, don't let your lumpia wrappers hang around
Yeah.
exposed. Kasi
They
they're
get
gonna dry. Yeah, they're gonna dry out too much. And when you
Listen.
fold it, magbe-break na sila.
Right.
Oh,
And
parang-
then it's
parang-
even harder. And then you really do need to phone a friend.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So,
So,
let's tidy up.
we'll tidy up and get ready to fry.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pick your brain. Obviously, you've studied content creation. You have profiles on different platforms. Each platform calls for a different. While many of them may be the same demographic in different countries, how do you feel about AI now? Right? Because AI, and this has been the conversation, this is the conversation in tech, this is a conversation where, people can now take your face and put it on someone else. And what if they take your face and put it on someone else and they don't know how to make lumpia? Just saying, right? I mean, how do you feel being in this field?
And then having AI.
Then having AI,
Come in.
it's coming in and it's moving so
Yeah.
fast.
I think you have to embrace change.
Yeah.
So, even if you don't like change or AI,
Right.
I think if you want to stay relevant,
Yeah.
I think it's your responsibility to adapt.
Okay.
Yes. So, ang good thing about AI is you can use it to, in times na kunyari na ma-mind block ka na, you can actually use AI to generate ideas for you.
Yeah.
Pero, I don't think they'll ever be as good as you thinking of the idea at papalaguin. Alam mo yung lago? Yes. Papalaguin. Develop.
Yes.
You develop that
I'm learning
idea.
so much.
Yes. I don't think AI can replace that yet.
Yeah.
Kasi baka sobrang
Well,
gulo naman
we
sila.
don't know, right? It's going in
Yes.
such a fast pace and such a crazy direction.
Yeah.
But I agree. I do think there are times that we can use it. I know there's like all these people who actually are on some of the platforms and they say you can use AI for content creation. Like you need ideas, you can lay it out on
Yeah.
the calendar, you can do all these things. I'm all for making life easier, the same way I make it easier in the kitchen, but I do think it can be scary.
Yeah. Scary
Right?
siya.
It can be.
Yeah, but you have to embrace it, lalo na ngayon na people, for example, I think AI is very helpful when it comes to making menial jobs
Agree.
easier. For example,
Okay.
in like editing, hindi ko pa siya na-try, pero I've seen people do the offline cut or yung pag rough cut ng videos to get the usable footage
And
by
then?
using AI.
Wow.
And then,
I didn't even know you could do that. See,
Yeah.
that's how little I know about
nakakita
it.
ko nung gumagawa nun. Sabi
Okay.
ko, that offline cut task takes
Yeah.
me hours to do.
Right.
And if AI can do that, that's so helpful.
And then you clean it up after.
then you clean it up after.
So it's
Yeah.
more yours.
So, it helps sa mga ganong tasks. But, I don't think AI talaga can fully replace,
Agree.
for example, content creators.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Hello.
Because
That's
I
like
don't
the
think
movie
you
is
can
scary.
have a relationship with
Your followers
AI.
that way.
Yeah. People are gonna still want to have a relationship with you. Na
Yeah.
pagka nagtanong ka,
Yeah.
I watch your videos really inspire me.
Right. And they
Merong-
do.
May
Yeah.
connection.
There's a feeling
Yeah.
there.
I
It's
don't
a
think
feeling.
AI can replace
With
that.
feeling.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
With
with feeling or with feeling.
Ang galing, ang galing. Bumabawi.
You're so fast. You're so fast.
Magaling,
Okay,
Filipino.
short or long form? I mean, like when we're talking about short, obviously there's like 60 seconds, right? Do you enjoy creating that content more? Because obviously it doesn't take 60 seconds for you
Yes,
to shoot a video.
uh-uh.
On the average, the short form takes you how long?
Short form, shooting, minimum 3 hours. Editing, minimum 3 hours then, I think. And, ano lang yon, prod and post-production. Pre-prod, you have to make the outline, you have to storyboard, I guess.
So much goes into it.
Yeah, recipe development because I'm a food creator. Other people would consider like buying the clothes or go like planning the props or whatever, ganon. So matagal talaga siya na proseso. And to be honest, with that amount of time, you can also make long form videos.
Right.
Yeah, yung mga footage namin,
But you're shooting
hours
this one.
long.
Yeah.
And if you want to edit it out to be a long form, pwede. But personally, I think, dahil nag-start ako sa short form, nagamay ko na siya enough to know what makes a good short form content. So, mas comfortable talaga ako sa
A short.
short form videos. I know how to make a good short form video, pero hindi ko panaaral masyado ang long form. But I've met a lot of long form creators who are afraid naman of making short form.
I think that's what I think that's like, it also goes back to a conversation we had earlier, and like the comfort, obviously,
Yeah.
you know, what feels good and easy and familiar.
Yes.
And so that takes me to my next question, like how often do you step outside of your comfort zone in the kitchen? Like sometimes we need kitchen sisters to feel a little bit more brave in trying a new dish. So, you know, we know that you started experimenting. Now that you found your groove, you know what works, you've got millions of followers. Are you willing to step outside of that kind of And if you
Yeah.
are, like, where do you see yourself going? What direction?
Kailangan.
Experimenting, yeah.
Feeling ko, you always have to develop your content. Your content always has to be evolving. Kasi kung hindi ka nag-evolve, mapag-iiwanan ka. People are gonna get tired. Like, for example, I do this kinds of videos. I cannot keep doing this forever.
No.
I have to evolve and keep the content refreshing. So, part of my responsibility is to always try to make something different.
Yeah.
And ngayon, ang biggest struggle ko is parang, this is what I do, this is what I'm good at. Now, how do I make this different? How do I collaborate with other people
Yeah.
na hindi ako natatakot na magalaw yung what I usually do.
What's comfortable.
Yeah, what's comfortable. So, yun yung challenge ko when hiring, I think. So, I could, if I wanted to, talaga, na mag-hire ng people who will hold the camera, people who will do
Because no one does that for you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You do everything.
I'm still a one-man team who rolls the camera, develops the recipe, cooks the recipe, edits at least the online cuts of the
I think we're at 3:50
videos.
Almost.
Pero, why don't I hire a team?
Yeah.
No? I feel like, one is, I really enjoy the process.
Okay.
Na, gusto ko, na-imagine ko na kung paano gagawin eh. Gusto ko na
How
lang
many more
execute.
things and how many more things could you do too? You'd have more time.
Yes. Yun, one is, I love what I'm doing. So, nahihirapan ako ipasa sila sa iba kasi I'm so excited about what I'm doing. But part of it, I think, is also, I'm scared na baka magbago yung output pag iba yung gumawa. And I've been doing this for so long, proven siya to work.
Yeah.
What if pag pinasa ko, everything is gone? Wala na.
I
Hindi na
don't
siya
think
mag-click.
I don't think that'll happen. I think that with how authentic you are in everything you do, even if you were gonna try something new, right, guys? I know you love this girl. I do too. I actually wanted to ask you. So we're frying now, guys. Abby uses a thermometer when she fries to make sure that the oil is 350 degrees, which gives the lumpia a golden brown color.
Yes.
And of course, that makes it all super yummy and crunchy. And by the time this is done, I am pretty sure we will be coming up on our rapid fire. You mentioned earlier that, you know, we got to change things up.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to be willing to collaborate. Who are some of your favorites that you've collaborated with? Because I have been watching you for a while now, and I just think it's so fun that so many people have joined you in the kitchen, or you've joined them in the kitchen. Who are some of your favorites?
So, ngayon, I'm always with this group of friends. We're called FUBU, Food Buddies.
Okay.
So, consisting of me, Juju Mau Eats, and
Hi,
Kat and
Juju.
Jean.
Yeah.
Lagi kami magkakasama, and we love to collaborate about, like, video ideas and everything. But in terms of videos, I've also collaborated with international creators like Andy Cooks.
Oh my gosh, that was so
Yes.
fun.
Also Leonard D from Singapore. I almost collaborated with Japanese creators like Bayashi.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? Didn't travel?
Schedule.
You guys are both so busy.
Yes. But my friend Juju Mao had a collaboration with Bayashi. My God, galing nila dalawa.
I saw that one. I saw that.
And a lot of collaborations coming up kahit ngayon,
Soon.
soon, like this month. Marami kayong pwedeng abangan.
So make sure you're following so you can
Yes.
see. Are you allowed to mention any? Not yet.
Pwede ba? Pwede ba?
Why not?
I think
we
pwede.
we can scoop
Nag-post
it.
naman ako ng story.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I'm gonna have a collaboration with Ninong Rai.
Awesome.
Yes. So, yan.
Hi,
Abangan
Ninong.
Yan. You've also featured Ninong, no?
Ninong Rai
Such
came
a
on the show also.
good guy.
He showed us a fun recipe as well. He showed us 2 recipes, actually. He shared with us.
So, yan ang mga collaborations ko with creators. And then, I also have collaborations with brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends. Brand
That's
friends.
awesome. Foodie
I
friends.
love them,
We call them
yes.
foodie friends, right?
Yes.
So they bring the foodie love into your kitchen. So this looks like it's almost done. Just turning and making sure that it is nice and golden brown. I'm going to move this also.
Let's clear this out.
Yeah, we'll clear this area.
Free tayo kumain.
So are you a more, like, when you were experimenting and you were younger, did you Play-Go? Were you responsible? You were like me. So when I was in the kitchen and I was younger and I was figuring out things, like, for the first time, it was a mess. But now you're not. Now you clean as you go, right?
It didn't start out this way. Sobrang kalat ko sa kusina. Pinapagalitan ako ng nanay ko na parang, masarap yung luto ni Abi, pero tignan mo naman yung dadatnan mo afterwards. Sobrang kalat. Until, well, of course, when they teach you in like culinary subjects,
Right.
tuturo nila sa'yo na dapat malinis, ganyan.
Yeah.
Pero in practice, hindi ko talaga siya fully na-implement. Until, nag-collab kami ni Andy Cooks. And
He's
then,
so clean.
And then, tinanong siya nung producer namin on set, sabi, what's your pet peeve? Tapos sabi ni Andy, generally people who are messy. Tapos sabi ko,
Let me clean.
oh my God, I need to Ang linis ko nung araw na yon. Walang speck na natira talaga. Sabi ko, okay.
Awesome.
Linis ako. And then afterwards, I also had a collaboration with Erwan.
Yeah.
Erwan Husa.
How was that?
Yeah. Nag-collab kami ni Juju under Erwan na may cook-off.
Yeah.
And then, dalawang kitchen yon, Juju and me. Sabi ni Erwan, parang, I love how clean Abby's workstation is.
Wow.
So, nabalik ito. Oh my God! I love cleaning now. Ayan.
Positive reinforcement works.
So, yeah, actually, yun ang nangyari. So, thank you po sa aking mga models na bring out itong cleanliness in me. Ayan.
Awesome.
So, these are looking beautiful.
They look beautiful.
Magsalang pa tayo.
So if you guys don't follow Abby yet, you can check her out across all platforms.
Yes.
Diba? It's the same.
Yeah.
Abigail F. Marquez.
Or just Abi Marquez.
Or Abi Marquez on different platforms,
Yeah.
no? So you can go ahead and check her out. And while these are cooling, I think we just have a few more minutes. And we can, I'm not sure if you watch a show, but we do this rapid fire at the end, right? And the rapid fire is, usually we just kind of, I tend to ask questions, though, that need a little bit more elaboration.
Okay.
But they're fun. Don't worry, it's nice and clean. This is a family show, so we will ask lots of kitchen-centric, food-centric conversations and questions, right? So who shaped... I know you talked about your mom earlier. Who shaped your relationship with food?
Okay. Apart from my mom, it's the people from Food Network that I watched growing up.
Aina.
Yeah, so Aina Garten, Giada De Laurentiis,
Yeah.
sila talaga yung nag-set sa akin na, cooking is fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's...
I love how Aina did it too.
Yeah,
Aina's one of my favorites.
calls people
To come over.
Come over and share the dish.
Yes.
So, naging lesson yun sa akin na food brings people together.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love that. So
Me
I grew
too.
up
And
with
I
that.
agree. And I think our viewers agree. Favorite food as a kid?
Favorite food as a kid? Not like other children na ice cream candy. Patatim. What?
Patatim.
Oh, patatim.
With
Actually,
rice,
ngayon.
of course.
Ang sarap magpatatim ng
Pasta
nanay
rice.
ko. Sobra. Yes.
R-I-C-E. Rice is life.
Patatim.
Favorite
Sarap.
cuisine. That's so funny. So how old were you when you were like saying, I want patatim? That's like full-on meal.
Yeah, ever since. As in, bata. Elementary. Gusto ko ng patatim. Sarap ng patatim.
Favorite cuisine as an adult?
Japanese. Italian or Japanese. Depends on the mood. If I want something light and very simple, Japanese. Italian.
So what would be your favorite Italian dish?
Like a pasta with a light tomato-based sauce. So,
That's a winner in my book. Any
Yes?
day. Any
You like
day.
it also?
I'm Italian-American, so
Lalo nung tumatanda na ako.
that's my fave. That's my fave.
Oo nga pala, Italian. May Italian blood ka. Oh, may speak Italian.
No.
No?
No. I'm like, my dad is first generation. Actually, my grandmother was born in New York, but her sister was born in Italy. Favorite dish to prepare?
Lumpia. Na-master ko na yan, guys. Lahat ng maisip nyo, magbabalentong sa lumpia, nagawa ko na yan.
Favorite food guru? Favorite food guru?
Food guru?
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
That's so funny because he's been like the favorite food guru for so many in the past
Yes.
episodes. Like the
Yes.
past 5 episodes, I think everybody's saying it's Gordon. And I wonder if it's in line with the fact that he's actually coming here to open a restaurant.
Actually.
I think. He's on the mind, Gordon. You're
Gordon,
on the
invite
mind.
mo ako, please, if you're watching this. Watch my kitchen 143. Pero Gordon talaga kasi, I think a lot of, especially in the industry, a lot of cooks appreciate Gordon. Kasi before he became a famous celebrity host in the entertainment industry, he really mastered the craft.
He really did.
Yeah, so may
Yeah.
karapatan siyang gawin lahat ng ginagawa niya ngayon. And it's so...
So, funny story, really quick.
inspirational.
My kids wanted to do something really special for my husband on Father's Day. Was it Father's Day or your birthday? They actually studied beef Wellington, and they made beef Wellington for him, and it was superb. You want to know why? Because my husband and I sat down, and they made it for us. I got to sit, and my kids actually do it. Like my kids,
Kamusta?
they did. It was good.
Huh?
It was good. I mean, I wouldn't say that Gordon would be happy with it because Gordon standards, but it was great. I was, I mean, my kids were like 21, 17, right? And 14. Favorite hobby when not cooking?
Singing.
Yes, I heard about that. I heard it.
Kinakabahan
Give
ko.
us a song. Can you give us a song?
Sample.
Sample.
Give me a song.
What did you sing last night? What was your opener at the Christmas party?
Killing Me Softly. Pinractice ko to pagka-uwi kasi sabi ko, shit, napahiya ako dun sa party. Kailangan kong bumawi sa CR. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song. He's killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me
She can cook
softly.
and she can sing, guys.
Yes, song. Hey,
I think we know which version we
yes.
Music in the kitchen.
Music in the kitchen? Depende
Yes
sa
or
mood,
no?
but I love pop, indie, folk.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah,
Minsan theater.
nice.
As in, yun.
Really?
Oo.
Take out, dine in.
Cook in.
Cook
Dine in,
in.
pero ako nagluto. Okay.
2 foods that go together but don't go together.
Oh my gosh. I take all... Wait. Pass. Next question. Wala pa akong magandang
No,
sagot.
because you're giving yourself away. I know what she was going to say, and I'm
Ano?
going to hold her to it after the
Ano?
camera's
Ano?
off. One thing you collect.
Collect
Yeah, kitchen or
I-
dining accessory.
knives.
Yes, so just like a chef.
Yes.
Would you consider yourself a chef?
No.
No, just
No.
No, you
Yeah.
don't want someone to call you a chef.
No, I'm
just
a
like you don't
home cook.
Just like you don't want someone to call you famous.
Yes. Yes.
You're on the sofa watching a movie. What's on your snack board?
Popcorn.
What's your favorite comfort food?
Fried chicken.
Okay, Shanghai or Sariwa?
Shanghai.
Ako, I like Sariwa.
I like
I
sariwa
like
din,
both. I
actually.
like both, actually.
Oo.
I like both. I like
Depende
all
sa mood.
forms. Yeah, of course. Okay, wait. We have to remember which ones were taken
Okay,
out.
okay.
Taken out first, because we're gonna burn our mouths. Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Spicy or sour?
Spicy.
Rice or noodles?
Rice.
Facebook or YouTube?
Facebook.
TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok. TikTok? Doon ako nagsimula eh. TikTok.
Okay, the
But I love
last
Instagram
two.
also.
Yeah, I'm sure you love them all
I
for
love them
different
both.
things,
Yes,
right?
for different things.
For different things.
Meron lang talaga akong kay TikTok kasi that's where I started.
Yeah.
But I love Instagram.
Sinigang or nilaga?
Sinigang. Kung may sumagot ng nilaga, get out of here. Jail! Talaga kinasin yung iba.
I have to say, not a lot choose nilaga talaga. Really, it's sinigang. And then we've had like all sorts of combinations like sinigang but with a side of spam.
Ano daw?
Yeah!
Jail.
Or adobo with ketchup.
Gusto ko yun. Adobo with ketchup, feeling ko makes sense talaga.
Okay, last one, tapa or tocino?
Hello? Tapa!
Which always wins. Tapa always
Disappointed kayo ba
wins.
dito parang,
Tapa always wins. Okay, let's try the lumpia and then we
Okay.
will say goodbye and you can invite everybody. I think it's the ones in the front that are
Yes.
not so hot now.
Okay. So
This
do you
looks
dip your
like a
lumpia?
generous one. Like maybe I rolled it because
Yeah.
it's
Chunky.
generous.
Chunky.
So we made lumpia with Abby.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's good.
Perfect.
You got the one that was hot. Oh my God. As always, guys, we look forward to seeing you next week. Of course, keep cooking, keep sharing, and keep safe. Thank you.
Thank you. See you on my next episode. Nice ba?